Yes, that's a good idea. Right here tomorrow. Yeah. And there's one up to still there. I don't know. Are they in wine or are they?
That is true. There is no new plastic. If you guys can hear me, let me know. I'm using a microphone, but I'm inside the Starview Lounge waiting for everybody to get started before we get started. So if you can hear me okay, just let me know in the chat. If it's too loud in here, I'll go outside.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, great. Cool. Thank you, Fire Chief. I appreciate it. And Jungle Cruiser, thank you for the super chat. I saw the $4.99 super chat, so thank you very much for that. I will definitely go around Main Street and look at all the historical things. I was actually there walking around a little bit this morning. I want to talk about some of the stuff that I saw. I'm sure you've already seen it all. You are the resident expert, so I am excited that we've gotten to live some of this stuff through you. So thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining me as well. Woo Disneyland. Hey guys, thank you guys so much for joining. This is the Park Adventures Club. I am Rob Whiteside. Thank you for being here. Today I am at Disneyland. I'm supposed to be at San Diego Comic-Con this week. I'm going to go on there tomorrow to San Diego Comic-Con, but I got this far to California and I was like, I can't not go by and see what's going on with the 70th anniversary at Disneyland. So I'm excited to be here. I always love coming to Disneyland, and we talked about it a little bit on Park Adventures Club last Sunday night about that there's something special about Disneyland. Right now, currently, I am in the Starview Lounge, which is the DVC lounge. I think this is the best of all of the lounges, by the way. If you were DVC and you come out to California, you definitely have to come to this one. I like the McKim's Mile High that they just added to Magic Kingdom, and of course the Imaginarium at Epcot. But this one is pretty top notch. So I just thought I would start here. One of the things that our friend Alicia had said to me was that she didn't see a ton of reviews of the food yet, which I'm sure there've been a lot of it, but you know, there are a lot of special offerings food-wise for the 70th anniversary. So I got a couple of them and brought them over, and then I thought it's going to be kind of weird for me to eat on a live stream. I know people probably do it, so I've already eaten this. But I did save some to show you guys. So we talked a little bit about churros. This is the 70th anniversary churro. It is dusted with sugar and sprinkled with blue raspberry icing and sprinkles. It was really funny when I actually bought this on the other side of the park over by Haunted Mansion and then carried it over here to do that. So it is very purpley. So I really I really like we talked about the churros are better at Disneyland. There is no doubt. They smell better, they taste better, they're always fresh. This one was really good. It reminded me a little bit of Fruity Pebbles, a little bit, not a lot, but it was soft. It was probably warm when I bought it, but I didn't eat it on the other side of the park. It is definitely messy. But it is, I think it's really good. A lot of times they will have the ones for the special occasions that have fruit all over them. This one just had the icing and the sprinkles. And a couple minutes ago, I just kind of banged into it and the sprinkles went everywhere. So it is very cool and purpley. The other thing that I saw, and I love desserts, so I had to get this, is this lemon chiffon, and forgive me that it's a little bit eaten, this lemon chiffon pretzel that they have over at the Tomorrowland cart across from Star Tours, which is closed, by the way. I love that it's a stuffed cream cheese pretzel. I mean, yeah, pretzel with lemon icing, and it has, I thought what looked like almonds, but they're not. They're vanilla wafers all crumpled up on them. Very dense, very good, but very messy and hard to get into. But both of these offerings were delicious. I think a lot of times we just get them because they look pretty, or it's part of the celebration. So I enjoyed both of these and would highly recommend both. I will probably get some more snacks and treats before this is all said and done, but I definitely, again, shout out to Alicia, who had said she wanted to see some food reviews. Those are your food reviews. The other weird kind of thing that makes me, first of all, I love that I can bring food into the DVC lounge. Not everybody, Dawn, yes, it is delicious. Not everybody gets in the DVC lounge, I get that, but I do love that if I can come in here and I can bring food in. I've felt weird about doing that before. We did it at McKim's when we did the one at Magic Kingdom, but I did bring food in. The downside of that is I had the food sitting on the table and somebody came by and said to their friend, well, where did he get the ice cream? And they were like, oh no, he brought that in. So they do have some treats in the DVC lounge. You can see over there, the Coke Freestyle machine is over there. They have 2 of those, and then they have some Cheez-Its, I think, but definitely nothing of the caliber of what we have here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do a quick walk around this place and then head out. And maybe if you guys want to join me, we'll take a walk around the park. Does that sound good? As we go through, I'm a DVC rebel. Yes, that's right, Fire Chief, because I brought food inside. I don't know if you guys are ever the people that like took McDonald's Happy Meals into nice restaurants with your kids because they weren't going to eat the food that was there. My family never did that. It was, we ate whatever was in there, and so we weren't those people that brought the food in, but I know people do it. So I'm going to walk you guys around the inside of the Starview Lounge. We'll walk downstairs. Somebody said something about this is where Carousel of Progress used to be. That is correct. This is the building that had Carousel of Progress, America Sings, Innoventions. It still has pieces of Launch Bay. Yes, Shannon's in chat, and we had gone to McKim's today. You know what? Shannon, just come to Starview, leave my name at the door. They'll let you in, I'm sure. But this building used to have pieces of Launch Bay. It still does a few in it. You can still do a Darth Vader meet and greet downstairs if you're a Visa card holder. But there was a superhero HQ upstairs at one point where you could meet Thor and Asgard. It was a very cool experience. They had an Iron Man experience in there. This is kind of a shell at this point. I know that back in the old park show we used to do, our friend Kamila was always like, there was rumor they were going to demolish this building. She was like, do not demolish that building, just make it seating, make it, a place to go eat or do something else with it. And they haven't demolished it. By this point, I fear that someday when they decide to do something with Tomorrowland, which they need to, that they may demolish the building. But it seems like it would be a lot of money and work for them to do that. So right now it's just kind of nice that the DVC Lounge is here. And so like I said, I'll walk you guys around and then we'll walk out and take a look at what else is going on out there. So again, if you guys can't hear me, and need me to stop, turn around, look at something else, just let me know in the chat. I'm happy to do it. I think I've been getting a lot of weird looks from people in here because of the fact that I'm set up like I think I'm somebody. So, I think they definitely are like, why does he have a camera? Be kind and throw away my trash. So here's the K7 spacesuit. Kind of cool. And then here's a pan of the lounge. I love the artwork that's in here. There's the little kid spaces and stuff like that, but I love the artwork that's in here. There's this whole starry backdrop because I think you used to be able to look over the edge there for that. There's a trivia screen up. They had that at McKim's. Probably very similar, but again, the artwork in here is fun. The vibe is fun. The music is fun. All that. There's actually also a terrace that you can go out on where they will do assigned seating if there's no room inside so that you can get a look. So this is overseeing Tomorrowland. This is probably where, and I think Jungle Cruiser could tell me, where they do the dessert parties. But it's an extension of the DVC lounge right now. So you can see it's kind of a busy day here at Disneyland. I feel like it's been wall-to-wall people all day. There are several attractions down. The Matterhorn is down. Star Tours is down. So, those people have to go somewhere else. I saw that there was an 90-minute wait for Indiana Jones when I walked by it. So, but I love this view. I love being able to see everything. I wish this was still something. I know that they moved the Astro Orbiter to the entrance, but I wish this was still something. And you can still see the tomorrow. We talk about this all the time. You can still see the track of what used to be the People Mover still exists out here. So they're gonna have to do something. I feel like for Tomorrowland, there's still a lot of opportunity here, and I assume, and you can see Autotopia over there, and that's a lot of real estate, and I know a lot of people have talked about that is something they need to remove. You can see the hills up here for Toontown and the Matterhorn, and there's a wall here where the Matterhorn is behind the wall right now. I feel like that happens more times than I can count, that there are walls up around the Matterhorn when I'm here. So let's head back out. Thank you. Bye. Wait, I have to tell you, I won $25.
Hey,
Did you really?
congratulations.
I did. You told me to do it, and I did it. Yes.
Okay,
So,
bye.
do I cut you in?
At least 5%.
Okay. So they were doing a thing here where you scan a QR code, and I never win anything, and you scan a QR code and you get a chance to win a $25 gift card or up to $250. It's a part of their member events. Also, here is a little model of the Disneyland villas. Do you get sick of people doing this? Just walking around like there's somebody with a camera? Okay, all right, cool. What's that? Yeah, yeah. I only have like 20 people watching, but yeah. Aw. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.
Thanks. So, they're always nice, which of course you would assume that they would be, but they're always nice. And what I was going to say was that there was a chance for you to win a gift card, and I did it once and didn't win anything, and then you could watch a video and get another chance, and I won $25, so I was pretty excited about that. So here's some remnants of the launch bay. They still do meet and greets down here, but nothing to the level the launch bay used to be back in the day. But a very chill zone to hang out in. Thank you. Have a good one. Here's the Starview Lounge this way, and Darth Vader meet and greet that way, if for the Visa meet and greet. Imagination Campus, they've got a piece of the model for Galaxy's Edge over there still. So yeah, pretty much, I wish they would do something with this. There's the old gift shop, which kind of looks like they just sort of closed up shop and ran away. They've still got the full-size Stormtrooper, and I feel like they could open this up. I don't know why they don't, but people like to buy things. I like to buy things. So again, this used to turn back in the day when it was the Carousel of Progress, and I think it still turned when it was in Inventions, maybe? Somebody who is more of a Disneyland person than I am could probably tell us that, but do they still have Star Wars character meetings? I think they do. I know they have actually, I think it's only the Darth Vader, but I think there's a cast member at the end of the ramp, so I'll ask the cast member, but I think it's just the Darth Vader Visa. Oh, look, there's a Tomorrowland show happening. Somebody's. Oh, it's Stitch. Oh, we're gonna have to go look at that. Hi, I have a quick question. So, is this building right now currently mostly just the Visa Darth Vader and the DVC?
Yes.
No other character greetings. Okay, thank you. All right, we got to see what's going on with Stitch over here. This is exciting.
Oh, that's the
Yeah, of course. Happy to ask questions. There he is. There's the boy, the man, the myth, the legend, the Stitch.
I want to see you dance, and that means everybody on the dance floor.
I'm gonna have to get
All
off
right,
the dance
everybody,
floor.
put your
I'm
hands
not
up.
gonna dance. Where is Jake?
Everybody on the dance floor,
You-
2 hands up. Shake your hands and scream. Nice. Rule number 3.
Stitch's interplanetary beach party blast. By the way, no strollers on the dance floor. Let's just always make sure we know that.
When I say
I do love, and again, our friend Jungle Cruiser would know this too. I do love that there are so many like old sippers and popcorn buckets, mostly sippers here, that they still have from other things. So they've still got like the Pride tumbler and the Baby Yoda sipper, the Jawa sipper. They have a Darth Vader like goblet. So usually at Galactic Grill, they have the little green alien. I don't know if you can see him back there. Galactic Grill, they have a lot of plastic for my plastic friends, people who love the plastic like I do. I've looked around the park and I've seen basically every single popcorn bucket that I begged people to get for me, except for the Death Star. I didn't see the Death Star, or Powerline. But I did see Mickey. I saw the blue balloon. I saw the Clone Trooper helmet, the Jawa, and the Tauntaun. So it still gives me all the feels from back when we had 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea at Walt Disney World. I don't do this attraction every time I'm here, but there's something comforting about the fact that this attraction is still here. I don't know if you guys feel that way or not, but I mean, I love that you can still ride this somewhere. Even if it is Nemo, it's still cool. I like Nemo. There's the Mine Seagulls, and then Hank is out there on the rock. So actually, let's take a turn here. And we'll go right down the middle of Main Street, USA, as Jungle Cruiser was talking about all of the opportunities and things that they have. So for the 70th anniversary, which is one of the, Monorail, it's not the 70th though, it's the Mickey one. I think that was what, Mickey's 90th? Is that what that was? But I did see the 70th earlier that had Celebrate Happy and the Disneyland 70th logo on it. But what I was going to say is 70th anniversary is in full effect. We talked about this on our Park Adventures Club, that they started this in May for some reason, and then they just had the actual celebration last week for July 17th, and that's when they opened up a few more things. Yeah, that's true. You can ride in the front. I know Jungle Cruiser was saying that he came over and met Tink over here, which is, I love this area. It's kind of so hidden away, like you wouldn't even necessarily know that it was here, but this is where they have the Pixie Hollow, and you can come meet Tink. But anyway, the 70th anniversary, they've got, I feel like they're doing a great job, honestly. I feel like they are doing it right for the 70th. I mean, it feels bigger to me than the 50th for Walt Disney World, which is kind of crazy. But it's just, they have the foods, and they have the, the addition to Small World with the new verse, the new Coco scene that they added. They've got the new Walt show on Main Street. They've got all these other cool things. So here's a look at Pixie Hollow, and here's the entrance. So just kind of dig that. Oh, they're trying to figure out if they're gonna go visit Tink. I think they should. But there's the food, there's the decorations, the decor, the big castle that they've made out in the Esplanade, the merchandise, the different levels of merchandise. There's that castle. Such a cool vibe hanging out on Main Street. Yeah, it is better than the 50th anniversary. 50th wasn't awful. And I don't know what I was expecting. But when you see this, it's like, okay, so it could have been better. I know a lot of people say, well, it's right around COVID and maybe that had some balance on it or some bearing on it, but yeah, drink it in. There's the castle with all the bunting and the cool 70th logo, and take a Main Street vehicle. That seems like a lot of work, man. Well, she's moving that one. We'll see. You know what? I've never actually done one. Like, I've never actually been on a Main Street vehicle. Does that make me a horrible Disney person? Judge me now, please. Yeah. So because this is like because this is the Walt celebration, kind of, because of Walt being at the the new Walt animatronic. Here's a take a look at the statue of Walt. I do love these little statues. We don't have this at Disney World, but these little statues that are around the hub here are very cute. There's the fire engine. So we got the double-decker bus and the fire engine, all the Main Street vehicles firing today. And then he's walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA. I see another double-decker bus. Man, there are a lot of the vehicles. That's cool. Jolly Holiday was not open the last time I was here, and this about around lunchtime, a huge line today. Someone say fire truck? Because fire chief, I get it. That's awesome. Thank you guys for being with me here. I appreciate it. It's a lot more fun hanging out with people. I'm actually here by myself. I know that my friend, our friend Charlie, was going to meet up with me at some point today, but was feeling a little under the weather. So, but I don't think he would have come in the park. He just was we were going to hang out at Downtown Disney a little bit. I got to hang out with Mike's Adventures last night. That was really cool. Mike, or it happens to hear later. Thanks again for hanging out. That was cool. So here are the Main Street vehicles. Again, the double-decker. The Penny Arcade, which doesn't have a ton of stuff, but more than we have in Florida. One of the things I think is cool is the cinema has a presentation about the Sherman Brothers that ties into the additional Small World verse. So we'll go down and walk into the cinema and take a look at that. For those of you who have not been here before, the Carnation Cafe. I do like the Carnation Cafe. For D23, last time we were here, my wife and I had a nice dinner there. It was pretty cool. If you're here with us for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to the Park Adventurers Club. We do a park show every Sunday night, although we won't be doing one this Sunday night. Instead, I'll try to do some content from San Diego Comic-Con. And then we do a review show every Wednesday night. Tomorrow night's show is the 2005 Fantastic Four. So swing around, join us for that. There's another cool decoration down there for the 70th. So here's the presentation for the Sherman Brothers. There's Tilly in there. It must have just ended. film contributions by the Sherman Brothers. It's always amazing. Television contributions, Disney parks contributions, Tiki Room, It's a Small World, Carousel of Progress, Adventures Through Inner Space, Carousel of Progress again. Now is the time. America on Parade, Epcot, The Computer Song, Make a Memory, and World Showcase March. Magic Journeys at Walt Disney World. Magic Journeys was cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. I won't talk in here though. So nice place to come and sit and hang out and chill out. And now usually there are cartoons, different cartoons on each of the screens. But this one, it's the Sherman Brothers presentation, which I won't hang out here too long. I want to move on and look at some other stuff. But it's called The Time We Share, So Much That We Share, a tribute to the Sherman Brothers. There it is. So let's talk about this Walt Disney thing, because I know that the internet, we talked about this on Park Adventures Club last Sunday night too. I know that it kind of, like, my feeds blew up the morning of, and everybody's saying that the Walt did not look like Walt. And when you see stills, I get it. It doesn't. I agreed. But when you watch it in this, what I feel is a very reverent room. I don't know if I just have reverence for it because it usually has Abe Lincoln in it. I don't know, but it's a very reverent room with, there's something special about it. And so when you're in there and the curtain comes up, it's mostly the movie. It's mostly the movie, which feels like pieces of what was the Walt Disney Story on Main Street, then became a version of it to the Walt Disney Presents over at Hollywood Studios. So it's got those pieces of the movie, which are just like a history of Walt. And then, Bob Iger hosts it, and there are a couple other new elements to it. And then the curtain comes up and you see Walt, and he sits up from his desk and he walks across the floor a little bit. I'm sold. I love it. I know that is a hot take. So, but I thought it was good. Again, the question, should it be done? That's not my decision. I didn't get a chance to make that decision. But so it says 2 dramatic presentations, great moments with Mr. Lincoln and Walt Disney: A Magical Life. Now, currently, Walt Disney's A Magical Life is the only one that's playing. But I'm going to walk you guys through the inside. Where you can see like the little museum-ish area that they've got in the lobby-ish here. I'm going to throw ish on the end of everything, and that'll make it okay. So the evolution of a dream. There are different maps of Walt Disney World. Of Disneyland, of how it evolved from what it was originally, and that's kind of cool. I love all these things here. There's some hats from the different years of the celebrations. 55th anniversary, the 50th anniversary. The Mouseketeers hat. Here's some more sketches from Fantasyland. You say one of the plaques? I'll go back and look. This is interesting to me. So this is Walt's apartment recreated, which is kind of interesting. that it's in here. This is where the map, like, used to be of Disneyland, and they built this in here instead. A lot more artwork from Disneyland. New Orleans Square. Tomorrowland. Yes, it is donated. Sorry, I just meant that they recreated the room, but yeah, it is the actual furniture donated from the museum. Thank you, Jungle Cruiser. Appreciate that. So this was interesting too. All these old.
Welcome to the Main Street Opera House. In just a few moments, our pre-show for Walt Disney Magical Life will be beginning in our back lobby. This pre-show features interviews with those who were lucky enough to work on Walt Disney himself. As a friendly reminder, there is no eating or drinking allowed inside the theater, so if you have any food or beverages, make sure they are finished, put away, or discarded before you enter the theater. We also ask you to reserve the center aisle for our guests with wheelchairs, ECVs, or any other mobility devices.
I don't know if you guys can hear the announcements running, that's why I'm not actually saying anything right now. But these timepieces are very cool.
And our next showing for Walt Disney Magical Life will begin in about 17 minutes.
Some of the things here are, again, for Tomorrowland, but some of the things that they have in this next room, I think, are pretty darn amazing. You may have seen all this stuff too. This is my first time seeing it in person, and I was pretty excited about it. Hey, Peter from Canada.
You have to see it to believe it, and then you will not believe it.
Gives this unbelievable.
I love that these things are moving. I think that that's so cool, as opposed to them just being an exhibit, that the animatronics are doing what they're supposed to do. Jose is such a scamp, for sure. So there's a movie that's running as a pre-show on several screens, also through here. So again, I'm not saying too much, but these small world figures moving.
Cool. Was so confident at the early stages of something. The only real risk to him was that he could amass the right people to make it come into reality. And then the sense of skill, and the greatest orchestras, what I call it, a great performance.
So they still got, this is really the only thing I'm seeing that's Lincoln. I assume that maybe they'll do something a little bit more balanced. Here's the picture of all dressed up like Lincoln for a school play. Ready for a performance with a school friend. Walt Pfeiffer. Apparently Walt was very digging. But yeah, I won't stay in here for the whole thing, but I assume that they'll bring some of the Lincoln stuff back in here once they start rotating the two shows again back together. But I love this gallery. I love that it always changes. I feel like it changes a lot more than the one at One Man's Dream. So.
This is the apartment that's above Main Street.
Oh, that's what it looks like? It is at the firehouse.
Looks like they have some Walt Disney Family Museum stuff here. Very cool. Yeah, the one at Hollywood Studios is pretty static. Can you tell me something awesome
Just in general, or about the apartment?
about the apartment?
Sure. So this was helped with the Walt Disney Family Museum. The chairs are on loan from them. They are originally from when Walt and Lillian were still living in the apartment. Everything else is a recreation, but they have it very similar to how it was when they were still living there. Walt would sleep on this side, and that's a picture of Walt's mother, and then Lillian would sleep on this side, and that's a picture of her mother.
Very cool. And what were their names? What's the dog's name?
Oh, goodness.
I didn't expect you to know that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not sure.
That's okay. So, awesome. So the chairs are...
Chairs are original. This is a temperature-controlled area now because they are still trying to keep them in as good shape as possible while they have them on loan with us.
Awesome. Do you know how long?
How long we're going to have them?
Mm-hmm.
At least through the 70th. That's as long as we're going to have this exhibit for it.
Gotcha. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Sure.
So I'm not sure if you guys heard all that, but yeah. There's also, as you exit the show, there's some more Walt Disney stuff over there, and then of course you exit into a gift shop, as all things should. Here's something I think is cruel, and it has nothing to do at all with Walt Disney. When they make these create your own headband things, they look so much like Tsum Tsums, the way Tsum Tsums used to be in the Disney store, that I always kind of give pause because I was all about some Tsum Tsums. Yeah, doesn't paint me in a good light. I'm just saying that's one of those things that I wanted to share with you guys since you're here. Again, if you just joined, we are walking around Walt's Magic Kingdom. I almost said something else, but this is Disneyland for the 70th anniversary. You can see all the decorations and the bunting. I want to go into the Disneyland gifts because there are some cool things in there, merchandise-wise, that I thought were worth kind of showing off a little bit. So thank you guys again for hanging out. It's a lot of fun walking through and getting comments from you guys and showing stuff off. So here is the Disneyland shop. There's this.
You know what you did.
Am I getting more plastic? You know what? I think I'm not going to be here by the time that they come out with the Fantastic Four stuff. So unfortunately, I probably will not get more plastic. There's the Walt and Mickey pop, which I ordered from Disney, the DisneyStore.com because I needed to have one and I was afraid to carry it back with me. So I do have that. This Walt Disney figure from the show, basically. That poster in the vault is $28,000. So were you going to buy that from them at some point, Jungle Cruise, or is that where you look? I did see that there is another version of it over here. If you wanted to have your own version of it. I think so. Nope, it's a Small World lyrics. I am mistaken. Wrong. I thought it was here last night. Maybe I'm making that up. Am I making that up? I do like those things. Here's that key, the collectible key that is coming soon for $250. When I first saw this online, I thought this was the key like that you get here, and I thought that's bigger than I thought. And then you get up close and you're like, that's not what this is at all. So I may or may not buy that key. Not this one. I'm not getting that one. That's $250. Here's the thing, right? That's what I was talking about. This smaller version of that $28,000 thing. Disneyland is your land. Doesn't say on it how much it is though. Here's some of the Disneyland Vault collection merch. I know they did a Vault collection for Walt Disney World. I do kind of want these bubble pins. That may be a thing they get where they move around. I do like these figure ornaments. Those are cool. And the ticket ornament, pretty cool too. But I will probably try to not get too much stuff. Yeah. It is cool though, Jungle Cruise. I like that one. I think they're doing the silhouettes in here right now. Not really sure why, but they're doing the silhouettes in here. I don't think they were doing this last night. Here's some other pieces from the from the collection. And then here's the Magic Key stuff. So Magic Key exclusive. A scented gummy bows pin, this lug bag, and the t-shirt. So I may have to get that as my Magic Key is coming to an end. I may want to get one more I have a Magic Key thing and then move on. So it used to be that you could come out of this room and go into the gallery, but it's all roped off right here. So it's still cool to come in and see the artwork though. Kind of neat. I do love that they have some of these things up here that you can get. A Disneyland general admission ticket, the Mickey Mouse Circus ticket from December of 1955, and a press pass from 1955. Very cool. Jingles, that's cool. Jingles from the carousel, $149. There's what looks like a little tray with the here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy. That's kind of cool. So much merch, so little time. This is the queue area, by the way, for like the wheelchair ECVs for the Walt show. I think everybody else just walks in and goes to the gallery, but that's that area. And again, like I think we mentioned earlier, they're not doing the virtual queue again right now. And the show that I went to this morning was not all that crowded, honestly. We did not have to move all the way across our row, so I don't know if that's just people don't know that it's there. I know that we do in our bubble, in our Disney bubble, we've been talking about this thing ever since they announced it at D23, but I don't know if other people know that it's there, because it's, you know, if you are used to seeing Mr. Lincoln, you can still see it says Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln in the Opera House. I feel like if you're a Disneyland fan, you've heard about it though, but it does seem like maybe just everybody's seen it. But good, then I can go back later and see it again. I won't be able to see it as many times as Jungle Cruiser though, but I will like to go back and see it again. Here's the, again, that celebration decoration for everybody to see down here. There are the balloon popcorn buckets for the 70th are available over here. And I see the Mickey Mouse, the talking Mickey Mouse that scared the crap out of me on my unboxing the other night. There's the fella. And it's just a cheap $55 for that one and $29 for the blue one. And then a regular souvenir popcorn bucket. The plastic ones are $15.25. When my son was younger, I made a game out of having him count all of the little popcorn men around the park, which was a kind of a fun little scavenger hunt to do off the books. I know the Emporium. I'm sure everybody is familiar with the Emporium, but I feel like isn't there a new window? Why isn't the roasty dude spinning the wheel? I don't know. Oh, maybe the window's not ready yet. It's got a sort of a painting over top of it. Oh no, this is the one, the Zootopia one. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. All those little moving mice. Somebody, I think, needs to take note of which ones move and which ones don't, so that we know when they need maintenance. And apparently caught it in the end of a cycle. But I do love that these windows move. My dad was a huge fan of going downtown and seeing the windows at Macy's and some of those places around around the holidays, and so it always gets me nostalgic for that when we see these, and the amount of effort and detail that they go through with these, and to put a new one in is awesome. I love that. That's very cool. Get him, Judy. Wait, are the sizes off there? I can't remember. Is Duke Weaselton? Okay. And then you can see there's Nick over there with his popsicle. Kind of cool. This one we still don't know. I don't know. Do we know what this one's going to be? Kind of cool. Let's take a look inside. So anybody who watches, again, our shows knows that I love a good baseball shirt. And I have this one. I did buy this one, but I've seen so many of these walking around Disneyland. So I feel like everybody's getting those. It's kind of awesome. A lot more of this celebration merch. There's a 70th lug bag. I love this too about the Emporium here, like the scenes up above the store to give this such character. The one over here, up there. I don't know if I'm the only goofball that looks up there or not, but I just think that is so neat that they do those things. Again, just like the windows outside, it's just another special touch that I think makes this park so amazing, and it makes me happy just doing little things like going into a gift shop. There was a lot of 70th merch in this next shop across the way too. The
where we walked in, that's where we are.
The one on the corner before you get into the magic shop. They'll go over to, but honestly, the stuff for the I think I have to buy that key. I think I'm gonna have to get that key. It's I think it's like 59 bucks, but it seems like a moment in Disney. Love it or hate it. Some cool stuff in the window. There's the baseball shirts again. See, I thought that I snagged one from online. I thought I really made out, but apparently they're all over the place. There's some more of the Magic Key exclusive stuff. I was there July 17th. Jungle Cruiser, did you get this shirt? I feel like I'd be a liar if I got this shirt. I was there July 17th, 2025. A little embroidery at the bottom. Kind of cool. Does it have anything on the back? No, it does not. Just that. It's a shame how generic Disney World stores are. Wait a minute. Generic Disney World has made its stores stripping all the theming out. Yeah, that's true. That is absolutely true. They all seem very, very kind of toned down. Oh, look at that. See, I feel like this lug bag, no, this is not the one. This is the Disneyland lug bag. I, for a second, thought that this one was the Small World one because they're the same colors. And I was like, oh, I thought that this sold out. But apparently the Small World one still is. Do people still buy snow globes? Is that a thing people still buy? I mean, I know you can't take them on planes, right? So I think you'd have to pack them in your luggage. This shirt is the Magic Key version, and it's different. Oh, for the day of. That's very cool. So over here are the keys. The key to Disneyland experience. So again, for those of you guys that don't know, you buy one of these keys, which, as you can see, how crazy I was to think that they were the same size as that one in that shop. But you know, the picture, there was nothing next to it. I couldn't tell. So here's this key, and you buy it, and you go around and unlock the magic from each of the locks that are around Disneyland. And each time there's one in each land, and you unlock it. And when you get to the end, this compartment opens up, and you get one of the pins from the lands. So again, something I will probably get before I go, but $59.99 is the cost on that. There's a limit of 2. There's still a lot, though. I'm a little surprised, but at the same time, they probably bought ahead, knowing. Oh, the first day was 10 per transaction. Oh, wow. Okay. So clearly, people were just buying a ton of them to get the pins, I assume. But I'll probably only get one. But that's something I'm gonna have to carry around with me for the rest of the day. So I'm probably gonna come back and get that one later.
Thank you. There's a pair right there,
But I love some of these, like this retro stuff, like this. That's cool. That one. I may have to get one of those because they look so cool. I love that there is still. Yeah, I don't want to cheat. I want to go get. Although if I run out of time, I'll cheat and do it. I do love that they still do magic in the magic shop and have stuff like that here.
So we just had that. You said hearts. Okay, diamonds. Okay, perfect. 10 diamonds. I could have led you down this little garden. You want to keep red?
Yeah.
You want to keep diamonds? And we'll swap the hearts. All right. So far we have the 10 of hearts. You want to keep numbers?
Yes.
You want to keep 10? 7. 7 of hearts. A slightly more commercial card. Knowing that, do you still want to keep your card?
Yes.
Here we go.
7 of gold.
If I open up the pack and there's one card flipped over and it's a 7 of hearts, would that be impressive? That'd be a little impressive, right?
Looking up the magician skills.
Now, at least from your point of view, has this pack been here the entire time? I just picked it up?
No.
And I haven't opened this up in front of you right now?
I have not seen that. I have not seen that. There's no way.
Okay, let's go. It's pack, right? I could make a lame joke about going through this and finding the same card, right? That'd be lame. I said I would open up the pack, I'd go through it, and I'd find one card face down. I'm sure that's everybody.
You're gonna punch somebody in the face.
High-fiving and touching my hand.
Wow. That's fun though. It's again just another little thing. The magic shop. There's a very, very, very small pin shop. There's a 25th anniversary of pin trading pin board, a Disneyland 70th pin board if you need a pin board. We'll look at some of the Disneyland pins. Now, I had Allie get me, because she was here on the May 16th or whatever, this Oswald, because I wanted that one. But they still have a good amount of these. So, if you're looking for some pins for the 70th, they still have them here. Bye. So I saw the cavalcade today. The cavalcade came 2 times today. I saw it, a little bit of it both times. Duffy and Shelley May lead the cavalcade, and Mickey and Minnie wrap it up with some characters behind them. I think it's like 3 floats, if I'm not mistaken. And it was kind of cool. So I wish Magic Happens was going on instead of the cavalcade, but at least the cavalcade is happening. I saw a little bit of Paint the Night last night, but I'm definitely going to come and watch Paint the Night tonight. There's the World of Color Happiness over at Disney California Adventure, and then their return of Wondrous for the 70th anniversary, and then there's a Happiness, I think, projection show as well. So a lot of stuff to do, almost too much to get it done in a day. But I'm only really here for the day, and then tomorrow heading off to San Diego Comic-Con. Arm Bandito says, Paint the Night is great. I saw it last time it was around. Yeah, I was telling somebody it was like one of my top 3 parades, and I said it was Paint the Night, Boo to You, and Magic Happens. And they were arguing that Frightfully Fun or whatever, the Oogie Boogie one was better than Boo to You. I don't think so. I disagree. I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah, that's
but it is Paint the Night is great. I hear Starlight is great. I cannot wait to get to Disney World and see that one in person. I've seen all of the floats and everything, but like I said about the Walt thing, I think it makes a difference when you see it in person. You can obviously see a live stream or recording of it, but I think seeing it in person is a pretty magical thing. So I can't wait to see the Disney Starlight and then see Paint the Night tonight. But I like Wondrous. I think Allie and I are at odds also about whether Wondrous or Happily is better. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I feel like Happily is a better show, but that's just me. But you can't go wrong with a Disney Time fireworks show at a Kingdom. I feel like they're all kind of amazing. I think I was one of the only people that actually liked Enchantment. Not better than Happily though. Don't come at me about that one. Like I said, it's very busy today. I feel like I've gotten caught up in other groups. Also, I wonder if this is more of a thing here than at Disney World, but a lot of times I've been behind somebody who is not looking at all while they're walking and they're looking down at their phone. I know that happens a lot, but I feel like it happens more here. Maybe it's just because people, like, this is their home because they're here so much, and so they know where they're going, and so they just kind of look down at their phone. But I've run into a bunch of people like that today. I did stop and get some Bengal barbecue. I love the Banyan beef skewers, and I got some of that. There was no seating, so I went and sat over at Tropical Hideaway, and got the jungle julep. Oh, let me show you, if you haven't seen it already, one of these key locks, I guess. Here's the one for Adventureland. I think that the day that they all came out, there was just like a huge line to get in here to do them. When you come and you put your key in there and check off one of your tasks, and so you got to go around and get all of them done, and then you win your pin, or you can cheat, as Jungle Cruiser said. People from Florida, get ready. There's going to be a ton of Indiana Jones merch at Animal Kingdom. Get ready. Everybody's going to want a heavy Indiana Jones leather jacket to wear in the Florida heat. It's going to be great. Stitch stuff. I think if we say Stitch too many more times, we summon Jake. So much Stitch. This goes back though to, I feel like these shops used to be a little bit more themed. I don't know what's jungly or adventure-y about Stitch. Maybe I'm missing something there. But there's Moana stuff in here and baby animals. There's still a lot. There's still a lot of the animals and stuff. This one I think used to be maybe a gift shop, and they changed it into seating. And then there's another place up there where it's seating, because there was never enough seating for Bengal. The world famous Jungle Cruise. That guy just mugged for the camera? I feel like he did. Indiana Jones Adventure is only a 75-minute wait now. So buckle up. Like I said, the lines have been pretty long all day. I know Pirates was a little out of control a little bit earlier too, but you can see. I don't know if this is
Where would they be sitting? Or are there
used to sell tikis and such before. Yeah, that's cool. They should. I mean, it's Adventureland. But I don't know if this is a typical Tuesday at Disneyland. It is 6:16 here, so maybe everybody's getting off of work and hitting the parks hard. If you haven't seen it already, which I can't imagine you haven't, the Adventureland Treehouse, inspired by Walt Disney's Swiss Family Robinson, that returned and took the place of what was Tarzan's Treehouse, which took the place of the Swiss Family Robinson. So came full circle. They got rid of the Tarzan sort of bridge structure in the middle to open things up that sorely needed to happen. I did see, let's see if he's out still. I did see Jack. Oh, there's somebody with a key. Should we follow her and see if she's going to go to the Adventureland lock? Or maybe she's just carrying it for status. I don't know. I did see Jack Sparrow out earlier, signing autographs and hanging out and taking pictures. He was walking through by Adventureland, and then I saw him stationed over here, although I do not see him right now. He's probably running from the pirates. Check out Jane the Ostrich. Okay, I'll try and do that. I'm very amenable. I'm very amenable to the will of the chat. So let's go do that. Let's go check out Jane the Ostrich. Is it an ostrich or an emu? Not as many strollers as Disney World. True. Oh, wait, does that mean there are too many Disney adults? Is that what that means?
Where we were, here.
I think they did a great job with this remodel. Again, it needed to be reopened. It needed to have this as another place for people to go. Is she not moving? That would be devastating. Oh, yep, there she is. Ostrich. Okay, just a second. I believe you. So cool. Studio of Wondrous Workshop. We create a wondrous workshop. Here we create everything that we dream of for our beautiful treetop home. Oh, and there's a picture of Jane over there. Yeah, Donna, are you talking about the ostrich being a small edition? Because yes, very cool that they would add that here. I did like that when this was Tarzan's, that you could that there was like the hidden like Mrs. Potts and some of the other stuff from there. I did like the Tarzan representation in the park because we don't see a lot from Tarzan, but I think that this is much more classic and something better fit for Disneyland's Adventureland. Everything seems to be working too, which I feel like is always a problem at Disney World. That's not everything is working. Little effects, but with the sound effects and the music and the ostrich and everything, is all very cool. Although this is not great show. Somebody called them about the cobweb situation. Yeah, Jungle Cruiser says there is an homage to Tarzan in a book up there. Looks like a lot of steps. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that, but I do think I've seen it, but I also take your word for it. So let's head out this way. Any other requests from anybody? I don't know, but thank you guys again for joining. It's a lot of fun having everybody here, hanging out in the chat. Don't forget to follow us at Park Adventures Club. We love having new people join the community and hang out and watch stuff. 218 total steps. Jungle Cruise, you were on it, buddy. And so, again, we do live shows on Sunday nights. We do live shows. We do some entertainment on Wednesday nights and on Friday nights. So come hang out with us. Pack, go pack. PAC, the Park Adventures Club. We also have a Discord if you guys want to join. You can join our Patreon to drop into our Discord. The cheapest level is $1 a month, and you can come in and hang out with us. And we do a lot of hanging out and answering each other's questions and sharing pictures and news. And you have a question of the day and interact with the shows. So we'd love to have you guys hang out with us. French Quarter. So one of the things I told Alicia I was going to do was to get the beignets, but I think the line there is usually pretty long. They have some specialty beignets for the 70th, so that's definitely still a thing on my list to do while I'm here. I love this gift shop because it has Nightmare and Haunted Mansion stuff. Getting ready for spooky season. See if there's anything new. I like the Oogie Boogie Disneyland Resort shirt. That's kind of cool. There's a very unique smell in this area here. Maybe it sort of smells like, I don't know, pirate water, probably. 3 weeks ago, Sydney, I remember reading about that, but I guess it's back to the shop again. So here's the pirates side of things if you need pirate merch. I love New Orleans Square. I love Liberty Square I used to love it when there was a riverboat, but I love Liberty Square at Disney World. But the New Orleans Square, I think this is the greater of the squares. Here's the Blue Bayou Restaurant. The pirates are very clean, yeah. There's Eudora's Chic Boutique from the Princess and the Frog. Very cool store with the Mardi Gras theming to it, as opposed to what was the Briar Patch and the Co-op. I love that they sell beignet mix here. This is a thing, this Café du Mans beignet mix that you can buy when you go to New Orleans. So kind of neat. Hello. I hear a train, and it's probably a train that goes all the way around the park, right? As opposed to one that shuttles back and forth. Walking by Club 33, and here is the New Orleans Square key portal. I guess they didn't want to make anything too permanent since it's only here for the 70th. I hope they find, they probably won't, but I hope they find a way to recycle and give those keys another meaning later down the road, but they probably won't. They'll just sell you something new. Seems a little bit more efficient for them, right? Sell you something new. I love that they did this. The old Mint Julep didn't have this queue area, and there was always a insane, crazy line. So this is a nice upgrade for sure. People getting off the train. When the line is this long for the train, that's a busy day at the park, right? Yeah. I did go through the Haunted Mansion earlier today, and Always fun to be in the original stretching room that's the elevator as opposed to the one where the walls go taller. Look at that line for the train. That's a long line, right? It even goes by Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island. Yeah, probably a little too soon. Just if you wanted to know what Rivers of America looks like, we'll go down and take a look at what Rivers of America looks like. The only Rivers of America still in America. You know, this guy's wife made him wear that poo hat, right? He didn't decide to do that. Oh, I should go ask him, shouldn't I? Did you wear that voluntarily? Looks like they're parking the ship for the night. Yes. Getting it ready for Fantasmic tonight. Just again, another one of the cool things that's still here. You know, our Rivers of America in Florida had the canoes. They still have those here. Had the keel boats, and they had obviously the riverboat and the rafts. But the fact that you still have the sailing ship Columbia and the riverboat and the canoes here is pretty cool, and the rafts. Is this guy trying to parallel park this thing? Is he gonna have to back up and swing back in? Looks like they're getting everything ready over there for Fantasmic tonight. They have a ton of nighttime entertainment here. It's another thing that strikes me as an awesome thing about Disneyland is that there are so many different things to do at night, and it's almost like you can't get it all in, but you can try. Seeing people run back and forth across that Esplanade at night is pretty crazy. Going from World of Color back to see Wondrous or watching Fantasmic, and then going to World of Color and back to Wondrous, and yeah, it's just a lot of cool stuff to do here at night. So Fire Chief said, love doing the canoes when I was a kid at Magic Kingdom. Yeah, you know, I think I felt like it was work, but it was really cool when we did it here. There you go this way across up past the Harbor Galley there, I think. If you go around there, that's where you get on the canoes when they're operating. I think they probably shut all that stuff down for the night for getting ready for Fantasmic. So there's the downside of having Fantasmic right here, is this whole area has to shut down and get ready for it. But it is cool that it's right here in the middle of everything when you're here. I forget who it was the Fire Chief was talking about the strollers. I think I found them. Here's all the strollers. But people actually, I guess, took their kids out of the strollers. Crazy stuff. How's it going? We have a lot of cast members here too. I noticed that there they are. I noticed that it feels like they've got it covered when it comes to cast members for the parades and everything else. It feels like more than Disney World, but I could just be making that up. I love that this lighting structure comes out of the ground for Fantasmic, and then they have to stand guard around it, and then they put it back at the end of the night as if it never happened. That's an efficient use of space right there. Now, I'm not paying too much of attention to the people in front of me, so if anybody dives out of the way because they're afraid of getting caught, let me know. We'll screenshot it and move it to later. I saw this earlier for popcorn. They have the Pride Month popcorn bucket and the blue Mickey Ear popcorn balloon and the Mickey here as well. So again, good supply of plastic around here. I have everything that I've seen except for the blue bucket, the blue balloon, and I told myself I wasn't going to get any more balloons, and I got the Magic Key one, so who knows. Here's that Celebration churro again. They have it here too. When I was getting mine, the woman banged the icing on the counter to try to get more out, and the top came off and went all over the place, and she kind of froze as if like, did anybody just see this? And then she had to clean it up before the next person came. And I think I said something snarky to her about like, I didn't see anything, and she didn't. She pretended like I didn't say it or she didn't hear me, but sometimes. Should I follow that girl that just yelled hi? Just to maybe get an interview or something? Maybe she's going to be famous someday. Who knows? Big Thunder. Remember when we had a Big Thunder at Magic Kingdom? Coming back in 2026? Speaking of 2026, I don't know how everybody feels about the animation courtyard redo, but I'm excited they're doing something with that space at least, and if it goes back to them also making, animated movies there again, that'd be great. It'd be a neat draw to that area finally, with it being so much of it being closed for so long. Hey, Mike. I was talking about you earlier. Had adventures with Mike's Adventures last night. Just another relaxing walk in the park. Look at that. You guys getting at that turkey leg? Uh-oh. Park duck. Park duck. I'm sad that I never got to do the nature, the train ride. I know that it had to go away so the Big Thunder could happen, but I really wish I had a chance to do that. Oh, there's, I don't know if you've seen, but there's like baby ducks right in there as well. Little ducklings, very cute. Yeah. Again, Big Thunder, great roller coaster. Disneyland's version of it, superior. I feel like we were talking about things on our show, the Park Adventures Pub on Sunday night, things that are superior at Disneyland. I feel like their Big Thunder there is superior to the one at the Magic Kingdom. Maybe it'll be different when it reopens, but who knows? But yeah, I wish I had done that train. I don't know anybody who had actually done the train, but didn't get a chance to. I don't think I came here until the 90s. Ducks lifetime pass holders. Yes, sir. Obviously. We duck into Galaxy's Edge and see if there's better stuff than the one in Florida while we're on that topic. To my knowledge, the only thing that's really different is the extra exit entrance between the two lands, which again, my opinion is that they should have been a little bit different. Maybe someday they'll make one different. I don't know. This guy's all decked out though. He's got to be here like doing a Star Wars photo shoot, right? Like for his Instagram account, I feel like he really looked like he was leaning into the smuggler look. I think he had a Sabak logo on his sleeve, so I don't think it was accidental that he was dressed that way and walking out of Galaxy's Edge. Do you ever watch that POV that they did on Disney Plus about Galaxy's Edge? The one thing that throws me about that is you see every character as you walk through that land. Well, I can't remember, maybe not Vi, but they definitely show you Kylo and the stormtroopers and Rey and Chewie and Mando and Grogu. So that was kind of cool to see that walkthrough. But so a bunch of people making lightsabers. I remember doing that when it first opened and thinking $199. But at least you get the bag and the pin and the experience, and I thought it was really cool. And I think that if you bought a Black Series without the experience, it would still be expensive. So I didn't mind doing it. But it's definitely gotten a little bit pricier, but I love the idea that they still try to keep the mystery of, they shouldn't be doing this because of the First Order.
That cake was $150.
Yeah, like.
Dip into Doc Ondar's? Nah, that sucks. We won't do that. I have not seen the new fireworks for the nighttime that they do here, but I saw the original fireworks that they did with the robot and back during the Pixar fireworks show, and it was pretty cool. I think that they're clearing. Looks like they're clearing the area for the dessert. Yeah, for the dessert party, the dining package for the fireworks. I mean, good on Disney for figuring out that this is prime real estate, and that people were scoping it out to watch the fireworks and to go, hey, you know what? We could charge some money for that and create an experience. And so, wait, who is that dude? Is he like? I feel like maybe he's one of the guys who helps make the lightsabers, maybe? He definitely had a Jedi piece about him. There she is. Fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy. I am very much looking forward to the new Mando Grogu overlay for this. I'm ready for there to be a new reason to ride this attraction. I love the pre-show. The ride's okay. Obviously, it's a different sad occasion if you have somebody who doesn't know what they're doing driving. So, if you're ever in a group and you recognize the person who is driving is not good, maybe suggest, swapping out with them. I don't know. Like, hey, this is going to be a longer, cooler ride if we swap out. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I love that they've added the fireworks show to this side. It's just very cool that they can sync up with the fireworks that are happening over top of the castle, make two totally different experiences. Ogus has a little bit of a line, it looks like. Let's get a restaurant in here, guys. That still needs to happen. I think they should take the sort of the blueprint that they learned from the Star Cruiser and just go ahead and make a restaurant.
That's a double. All right, I'm gonna show you what I got. Just because I had a what's it called? I had a negative one. I'm a plus one. 6 to 5. I got it. Plus one. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the card. You can go ahead and put it in the card. -1. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and
wow. I couldn't decide whether he was playing Sabacc or 3-card monte. That's cool. I've never seen that before. Again, maybe that's just a thing that's normally here, but there's the Clone Trooper helmet and the Tauntaun. The Tauntaun is awesome. There was a security guard as I was coming through today that asked me, because I had a Tauntaun on my backpack, if I had gotten the popcorn bucket, and I was just like, do you know who I am? Of course I had that popcorn bucket. And I said, did you get the Jawa? And he said, yeah, I got the Jawa. And then we talked about the Java one, and then I think everybody else was looking at their watch going, can you guys move along so we can all get in the park, please? But he didn't seem to be too rushed about it. This, again, for the people who have never been to this one, is the entrance that we do not have in Florida. So there's this extra entrance exit to Galaxy's Edge. So there's the one over by Hungry Bear, which we did not come through. There's the one that's over by Big Thunder that we did come through. And then there's this one that we did not come through. So a lot's going on. Should we bother this lady over here? Ask her what she's doing? I think we should. I like to. All right, I have to ask, what are you doing?
So this is a very tactical, very strategic game that you have to play around here. It's called tic-tac-toe.
Is it space tic-tac-toe?
And well, you have to choose your side. That's the most important part. You got to choose dark side or light side.
Well, obviously, the dark side.
You're right. They do pay more credits.
Yes,
all right,
exactly.
So if you're going to do that,
yeah,
you got to challenge me then. So
okay,
go ahead, start us off.
Well, obviously, I want to do this, right?
Do that. All right.
Are you a professional? Wait, are you letting me win?
Oh wait, no, dang it!
Did you let me win?
No, I honestly did not see that happening there.
Oh, do I get credits now, or?
Unfortunately, I have no credits to my name. That's why I'm playing the game.
Got you.
Trying to get credits.
There's a guy down there. I can't tell whether he's doing sabak or 3-card monte. What, I don't know what he's doing down there. He may be grifting. I don't know.
That I believe is just sabak. I believe that is what a lot of people know as just spike. Spike sabak.
Gotcha.
We don't typically play Corellian spike around here. It's a little too rich for our blood.
I understand.
But normally, if I'm out playing some sabak, I do have that version that I'm playing.
Well, thank you for the game and for letting me win. I'm just going to say you let me win. You let me win.
That's the thing. I never let anyone.
And that's how you school them. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, by the way, here's a piece of plastic that people are going to be surprised that I do not actually own. Is this weird milk sipper situation. Oh no, something about that I just wasn't sure. I have the milk. Yeah, I think she let me win too. I have the milk jug, and I thought that was cool. And I think it lights up too. It's Boba Fett. Don't look, it's Boba Fett. Pay no attention. Tiny Boba Fett. There he is right there. I never thought I'd see him in person, but there he is. Anyway, the jug is pretty cool. I've never gotten that other one though. That's we have talked about this before. We talked about VIP tours on the Park Adventurers Club, and when I'm at Disney World and I see when I see people doing a tour, I always think it's just a VIP tour. When I see it here, 90% of the time I'm just going to look around to see if I can figure out if there's somebody famous in the group. I did see a couple of VIP tours today. Couldn't make out anybody famous, but I feel like that's probably usually the way. I feel like you'll run into some famous people sometimes in these parks, and they're usually being guided around. Although my biggest park experience of meeting somebody famous was I met Danny Pudi from Community. Here's a couple people playing the key game. There's another one over there. And he was walking into Jolly Holiday, and I saw him. I was like, oh my gosh, that's Abed. And my family at the time had no idea what I was talking about. And I chased him into the Jolly Holiday, and I said, hey, big fan, can I get a selfie? And I got a selfie with Danny Pudi, and it was pretty cool. By the way, Danny Pudi and Alan Tudyk both pronounce their names in the way I would think you wouldn't want them pronounced if you were those guys. Just throwing that out there. So here's I guess this one is this one the Frontierland one? Or is this one the Star Wars Land one. Here's a soap bucket. All right. I think I probably have worn you guys out with this tour. So, you know, I feel like 90 minutes is a good amount of time for you guys to hang out, and I'm glad that you did. I want to say thank you to our pack members. We love the pack, the Park Adventures Club. If you guys have not already, please subscribe to this channel, follow us on social, and then, you know, hang out with us on our shows. We would love to see you Sunday nights at 8:30, although again, not this week because I'm at San Diego Comic-Con. Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. for a look on the plus side where we review Disney Plus stuff. And then Friday nights, we have a rotating line of stuff that we talk and hang out with everybody. And we would love to have you guys hang out with us. Go to patreon.com/GoPack, PAC. But otherwise, comment, hang out, all that kind of stuff. We're trying to build a community here, and we appreciate you guys being a part of it so much. It's really been fun being able to do this with you guys. So thank you for being here. Thanks for liking, for commenting, all that kind of stuff. Thanks for everybody who's in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Have a great week. We'll see you guys very soon, I hope.